You are now listening to the place where sports opinions collide, Dead End Sports 365. I am your boy BZ430, back again with another daily dose of hot sports takes. Well, not even gonna say hot sports takes, but another sports takes from one fifth of the crew. Today I'm gonna briefly talk about MLB and the this whole Hall of Fame steroid era. I find it interesting. It's amazing that for one, Barry Bonds is not once again not getting indicted into the Hall of Fame. I know Shelton spoke on this a little bit yesterday, but I just kind of want to get my piece on this actually. But I find it interesting that something that MLB profit off of very much so because of the steroid era. This was they're not letting them in. For one, I don't remember any. Y'all can drop. I don't remember in the comment section. I don't remember Barry Bonds ever being caught with actual steroids. Unlike Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa, which the MLB knew that these dudes was juicing up, but they were still letting them be because guess what? It was putting eyes onto the game. The MLB was probably, and I didn't research this, but I wish I should have before I did this video. But MLB from like 98 to probably 2005 was probably at the highest ratings that it was at that time, and that was because of steroids. MLB knew that their players was juicing up, and they still was profiting off of it. So it's like I feel like if you was profiting off of it, and people have their eyes mostly on MLB, even I was watching MLB, especially during that home run season, Sammy Sosa and Martin. Who wasn't watching that season? So like the fact that they are penalizing these guys for something that they was letting them do, they just turned the blind eye from these guys that were juicing up, the Roger Clemens, all these other, Jose Canseco, all these guys. They know these guys were juicing up, but guess what? It was bringing eyes and excitement to the game of baseball. And let's be real, it really was. The steroid era was probably some of the most fun time to be a fan of baseball. And I think it's a shame. Even it's a shame for Barry Bonds, who's clearly, even minus his if you minus his Giants career, San Francisco Giants career, he's still in the Hall of Fame, even before he became a Giant. This is insane. Like this dude, if you're the best at something, if you're the all-time leader in whatever category you're in, more than likely you should be in the Hall of Fame, in MLB Hall of Fame. But it's crazy they penalizing so much of these guys not getting to the Hall of Fame, in the era that was probably bringing in big money for MLB. You know what I'm saying? A lot of views, everything, network, TV stuff, everything. And I should have had some receipts to back that up about as far as the viewership of the MLB during the steroid era. Because, yeah, I mean, I feel like baseball is one of the most dying sports. I feel like it is. I could be wrong. I just feel like it's the most dying sport. And maybe just because I don't watch it as much as I used to anymore. I used to watch baseball a lot, especially in the 90s and early 2000s. But yeah, it's just what y'all think, man. Like I think it's a travesty that Barry Bonds is still not in Hall of Fame. Yeah, of course, it just shows you once the media don't like you, they just gonna drag you down. And Barry Bonds used to definitely be an asshole towards the media, but that does not. We're just talking about just the field of play. Barry Bonds is clearly one of the best in my lifetime, one of the best baseball players I've ever seen play this game of baseball, man. And yeah, it's a shame. It's crazy. It's a joke. It's really a stain, not even just on Baseball Hall of Fame, but just baseball itself. That you still got this, the steroid era cloud hovering over him, but MLB didn't care because they was profiting off of it and people was watching. So, what y'all think, man? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Is the MLB Hall of Fame a fraud? Is it shameful that Barry Bonds still not in the Hall of Fame, or you think, hey, he gets he reap what he sowed? But like I said, I've never seen anything or nothing came out 100% clear that Barry Bonds was caught with it. So, let me know what y'all think, man. Is it a joke or not? Peace.